Hey, welcome back. You know, there are many ways to prepare lobster. The most common way we all love to do is simply boil the lobster, eat it whole in drowned butter. World-traveling, holistic private chef Tor Sporre is here to show us how a 1.5 pound lobster can be cooked just like that. We have real burners, chef, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't mess
Boy.
around.
Jeez, that's got hot.
We don't mess around.
In any event,
we
I
might
will-
have burned the butter, but we can start over, chef.
Of course.
Okay.
We have here the breakfast portion.
Yes.
Which is what I call lobster sweetbreads.
So you can use lobster in lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're saying?
Yes, that's the whole message
There's
here.
always a perfect time for lobster.
Okay, goodness, that went quick. The sweetbreads are here
Yes.
inside.
Now tell me what a sweetbread is, because
We say tamale in New England. It is an organ in lobster which is generally discarded. Now, if I were making scrambled eggs, I would open the lobster like this, capture the juices, mix the eggs in, and there is the sweetbreads.
Now, you know, when I first had a sweetbread, I thought it was literally bread that was sweet. And I go, this has an unusual texture. It's organs.
Well, it is, but so is, liver and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this looks a little like potato foie gras.
It does.
Now, we're going to just bread this quickly.
Okay.
I have toasted shiitake mushrooms, oven toasted and then ground.
Yes.
And we're going to put that with a little bit of pumpkin seed for breading. Okay?
Yeah, because they're good when they get a little crunch on the outside.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, that's what we're going to do there.
Wow.
And since it's ready, would you care to try it?
Oh my gosh, really, chef?
Yes, really. Chef's hands are clean.
Once I saw what came out of that, okay, here, I'll get over here. Right. It's got an interesting texture, chef.
Like potato foie gras, right?
Like foie gras.
Like beef liver. Yeah.
Which I've always been confused about. Okay, let's move along and talk about some other things because these look delicious as well. What do you have?
Yes. Well, okay, so this is the breakfast portion.
Yep.
This is the lunch. From the claws here, we've made a nice horseradish vodka mayonnaise sauce.
Oh, yum.
And we're going to dip into that right now, okay?
Okay. I like how you do that.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Now, do you eat lobster often? I always feel like it's such a treat when you have lobster.
It is. I try to eat it at least once or twice a week.
It's good. There's vodka in that sauce. What were you telling me about the lobster, that they're sustainable?
They are a sustainable resource. Actually, there are more lobster today than when Europeans came here.
Really?
The cod fishing, cod are a major predator of lobster, and the cod are now reduced. So the lobsters have taken over that niche.
Really?
Also, lobsters under a certain size are never harvested until they reach reproductive age.
Okay.
And there's also a notching program in Maine where they cut, if they find a female that has the babies on her, they call that buried. And they put a notch in her, and she's put back and can never be harvested or sold or eaten.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So now we're going to
now you're going to make something for dinner.
Yes, we are.
So I saw you cut the lobster into
very
pieces with the
simply-
shell on and everything.
Indeed. We'll put a little bit of shiitake powder on this.
Shiitake powder, I like.
Nice.
Smells very nice.
It unites the surf and the turf.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you get a little brown on each side.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Here's what
Now-
it looks like when you're finished.
Yes.
It's got the nice little brown
That
edge,
was,
but
of course.
you kept the shell on.
Yes,
which is
I
kind of
did.
interesting.
You just tried that.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's my bib, chef?
The main message I'd like to say is because lobster is in parts thick and thin, that while the tail is cooked, the inside is not completely done. Okay? So by doing this sectioning, you can treat each part in a suitable way that it's perfectly done.
Look at how nice, and you put kind of a lobster salad inside there.
Yes, this is stuffed lobster European style.
Delicious. Well, you know what? You can meet Chef Sporre this Sunday at the Farmers Market in Studio City. You have lots of ideas. You're very holistic. You like to do things organically, and the chef will be there to talk to you if you're in Studio City this weekend, or go to our website as well. Thank you, Chef.
You're very welcome.
It was
Thank
a pleasure
you all.
to meet you. Coming up next, we're going to give pets a chance. It's